KSI's just lost his mind over Wade Plemons. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce the second name, but I'm going to go with it anyways because I don't know how to pronounce it. But anyways, he's lost his mind over him. Don't know why. Maybe he was drinking Hennessy, got in his feelings, and was just like, yeah, fuck this guy. I'm going to just rant about him on Twitter. We'll find out why. We're going to look at a few of the tweets anyways. Alright, so we're going to begin with these tweets. I think he's actually like taking these ones down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they could still be up, but I'm pretty sure he took them down. But anyways, he starts off saying, this man acts like he knows everything about boxing. I'm pretty sure this is about Wade Plemons, or however you say his name. But to be fair, if I'm going to listen to any YouTuber about boxing, it's usually him. He does know a decent bit about boxing. He's either boxed before or he watches a lot of boxing, so he does know a decent bit about boxing. I just think he was in his feelings in this moment and was just pissed as fuck. Next part is, can't believe Sharky let this snake into my box. I don't actually know this, but apparently Sharky must have DM'd him and said, yeah, fucking let this guy be on the Misfits or whatever the fuck. I'm not 100% sure, but to say snake, Logan Paul is probably the biggest snake of all time. He's friends with you, which his brother absolutely fucking hates you, but he's still friends with you. If my brother did that, I'd fucking think he was a fucking prick. If anyone is a snake, he's a snake, but he still hangs around him, so it's a bit hypocritical from him right there. Next tweet, this Wade guy plays all sides. I don't understand where he's coming from this. He's a commentator. Is he expecting him to give him under the hand jobs, like a little dry hand job before he enters the ring? He's a commentator. He's supposed to play like he's not supposed to pick a side. Like, bro, this is your whole event. Like, you can't have the commentators and everyone on your side. It's already your event, so like there's going to be a bit of bias anyways towards you. It's your event, so I don't really understand this point. I really think he was just in his feelings at this point. Yeah, so as you can see from those tweets, it was just seemed completely fucking random. There was no point to any of it, but it wasn't even that. Jake Paul also came back at him and said basically like insecure clown, saying he's pretty insecure. He does seem, if you were just to read them, it does seem like his ego got hurt. I don't know why he did this or anything. Maybe, I don't know. But basically, he uploaded a video yesterday, and maybe there's something in it. I haven't watched it, but we're gonna watch it now and see if he says something crazy.
Today's
I haven't
video,
seen this before, so
I didn't want to have to make, but it seems like it's becoming more realistic. Jake Paul versus KSI is probably not gonna happen yet. Okay,
that's probably true. I generally don't think it's gonna happen at this point, because it's just like, you know, if you don't watch boxing. And I don't watch too much boxing either, but like none of the big fights get made because of all this, where's it fighting, what way, all this crap. So, and they're just such big superstars that they're like, I just generally don't even think it's going to happen at this point. And it's been going on for so long, I just don't even, I've generally kind of lost the hype about the fight. Like, I don't really care if it happens or not anymore. Like, if it happens, cool, but if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to lose sleep over it, you know?
Explain. A month ago, I thought KSI and Jake was signed, sealed, delivered. We had everything ready to go. But as of recently, and especially after the Tommy Fury fight, things have become like every
he shouldn't take that
millennial
rematch, because
and
I think
Gen
he's going to
Z
fuck him up even more. But hey,
they still kind of want to be around each other, but things are complicated. Because as of the last couple of weeks, both have said the other is ducking the fight, and both have good points, but no one's really
I generally thought from the beginning KSI was ducking him, because Jake did seem like he was about it, like from like everyone he was fighting and stuff. So I generally and especially with the opponents he was fighting, it seemed to me that he was ducking it. I don't think either of them are ducking it though. Like, why would they? Like, you know, like, because at the end of the day, they're just two YouTubers. Like, you know, if anyone is ducking it though, I do think KSI is ducking it between the two, because Jake is fighting like bigger opponents, harder opponents. So like, why would you? If Jake was to duck anyone, he would have ducked Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury's a way better boxer than KSI. Like, if you know what I mean. I know there's more at stake when he fights KSI, because if he loses, like, that's just fucking it, like, you know. But yeah, but that's what I think about
why
that. But,
each other is ducking.
Don't
so
think
it's now become my job to
though,
sort out what
you know,
the truth is between both parties, because they both do say each other is ducking the fight. And when I sift through this storm, like my comment section or my Twitter replies, I think I can find the actual truth as to what's really going on here. There's been some interesting sources and statements from those sources from both sides of the camp that I have to address, because quite frankly, it's like I've been watching a tennis match for 5 or 6 hours.
It's supposed to be a
I'm getting tired of the back and forth. So like I said, what's really going on with KSI and Jake Paul? Who's telling the truth, who's lying, and why? I don't think we're getting this fight. At least not yet. And I hate to say it, guys, but I'm dead honest when I say this. Maybe not ever. So let's talk about it. The breakdown. Let's go. Why have I become so pessimistic?
You said that you weren't signing the contract, and that is all on you.
Hold on. That's bullshit, because Jake has the contract. It's not in our hands. We redlined it, sent it back to him. He redlined it, sent it back to us.
See, it's so hard to believe who, because like he could be lying too, just to make it seem better for KSI. Like I do believe there's bits of truth in everyone's bit, but I think they ramp it up to 50.
Basically,
like maybe
he doesn't want to fight KSI.
Maybe he does have the contract, but maybe it's like way in fucking KSI's favor that he just knows he's not going to sign it or something like that. I don't know, but I do think they're little sprinkles of truth with big lies in it too.
We booked Wembley Stadium. We were ready. And
a huge fight though.
Out.
Now I have some theories about this, and I think there's some truth to what Mams Taylor is saying there, but it is veiled with a thin line of narrative spin that, of course, if you are Mams Taylor and KSI, you're going to do. But I can almost guarantee you that JJ nor Jake are scared of the other one. I think we're past the point of who's scared of who. This is not that. I'm going to tell you why. You heard Mams and JJ say that they had sent 2 contracts over to Jake as recently as 2 weeks ago, and from those contracts, it was more so getting stuff like dates set, where I think Mams Taylor said he had secured Wembley Stadium, and unfortunately that didn't go down. He had secured a date in September, and that wasn't going to work for Jake in that point. And he said that Jake's team had come back to him and said he's not looking to fight KSI right now. And those are the specific words I want you guys to hold on to right now. This is where I say the narrative flip comes in from KSI and their team.
Yeah, it does generally seem like KSI's endpoint is just to fight Jake. And Jake wants to fight like actual fighters. It seems like KSI's whole thing is to fight him, but it doesn't seem like Jake's thing is that. I guess he's more of a boxer, and KSI's just like a guy who does music and also boxes at the same time, so it's not really his only thing going for him.
Jake said he would step in August to fight JJ on a week's notice.
Fella said he'd do it for
free.
JJ
said no. It wasn't because he was scared. It was because it was a timing issue. If Jake loses another fight, the shine of this fight starts to fade away like mine does after 3 hours in this light trying to record a video because there's new news coming out every single second.
I think he will fight him, but I don't think he'll beat him.
So I agree with that, but it's not a part of Jake's plan. This is the problem with dealing with egos and superstars of the level of KSI and Jake. They have their own separate plans, and it seems more like Jake's plan doesn't necessarily have to do with KSI as much as KSI's plan has to do with Jake. We know from that same Impulsive podcast that Jake wants the rematch with Tommy as soon as possible. He wants to go and get that one back. And I don't blame him for it. As a competitor, he should want to do that. Does it mean the result will change? I don't think so, at least not right now, unless there are major changes from Jake.
He just hasn't been doing it long enough to beat Tommy Fury. Like, Tommy Fury is, to be fair, a very decent boxer. He's not world class. He probably won't ever win a title, but he's just better than him. Like, there's so much shit he has to do to catch up to him. Unless he next time he fights him, he just catches him. There's no way he's beating him. You know, that's my opinion. Maybe someone else might think he actually will beat him, but I just generally don't think it. And I don't think KSI will beat him either. So don't think that either. I don't think KSI will beat Tommy Fury either. Because generally, who would I generally think is better? Because they're both very fucking wild. I'd say they're both very similar in like. Because to be fair, they've been doing it for a very similar amount of time. They're both rich, so they both have the top coaches. So they're probably further than they would be if they were not rich. You know, like if a normal guy was doing it for 3 years, they'd be ahead of them because of all the coaches and the training they get done. But what was I saying? Yeah, no, I'd say they're both very even. It's just that Jake Paul is bigger, so he has a bit more power to him and stuff.
It's the location of the fight. Because again, while KSI and Mams are telling the truth that Jake has not accepted the 2 offers they sent over. Those 2 offers have been in the UK and sanctioned by the PBA, which I'm not going to say is the reason, but I do have a hunch that it is partially involved as to why Jake is a bit hesitant to sign on to something in the UK, because as of right
Jake could be on that juice. You never know.
Is not regulated by the British Boxing Board of Control. They are instead delegated from the BBBFC to the PBA.
Yeah, none of KSI fights are actually
Boxing
pro
Association
well,
of the UK that we've all had issues with in their scoring policies, from the Kenny and Temper fight to the Kenny and Sensei fight to the Nick LMAO and Jay Swingler fight. It does seem like they get in their own way a little more than they're helpful. And from what I've heard from Jake, he does not want to fight KSI in an exhibition. He wants this to be a pro-sanctioned bout. And even as recently as last week, you started to hear the BBB start to take notice of Misfits Boxing, and potentially with the words and verbiage being used in the article you're going to see on screen, they might step in and start regulating this themselves, which would in effect make most fighters on Misfits
every
apply
single
for a
round.
pro
He's
card
not going to win
in the UK. I'm going to tell you right now,
opinion
There's
on
not many people that would get one. There may be
fights.
4 or
like
5 individuals on Misfits that would get one, and KSI himself might have an issue. And that may be one of the sticking points that you're not going to get from KSI and Mams Taylor, which again, I understand because
I think it should probably just be in a neutral ground.
Jake has pushed his for about 2 or 3 years.
I probably want to be in the UK because like
I've heard from Jake even talking about a Floyd Mayweather fight that he wants that to be a pro-sanctioned bout. So it is
the easiest for
a little bit of a concern when you're talking about why Jake would be
even for both fighters. It should be just in a neutral place
right now,
like Dubai or some shit. All right, so I watched the whole video there. To be fair, pretty much all of it. I didn't see really anything he said that was really out of pocket. He seemed very in the middle and unbiased. He was saying that stuff about him lying, Jake's team lying, stuff like that. But that was saying they were both kind of lying and kind of giving his points to why and stuff like that. So it didn't seem out of pocket or anything. I do think it's a bit crazy that the fella got fired for this shit. Well, that was my reaction. So yeah, see ya.